everyone, and welcome to a new vlog. It is the first day of fall, which is really exciting, and I am dressed and ready to go. It is actually 75 degrees here, so not technically fall weather, unfortunately, but we are thriving and surviving anyway. Today has been pretty productive. I uploaded my video. I actually had to finish editing it today in order to upload it as well. So I got that done. In the background, as you can see, I just took an Instagram picture of two of my favorite books, actually. Love these books so much. Here's The Death of Jane Lawrence, which I love. It's gothic horror. It has an autistic coded main character, which I love. I definitely want to reread this year. Hopefully I will get to it. And then the other book that I recommended was Mexican Gothic, of course, by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I read this book for the first time in 2020 and loved it. And that started my love and devotion for Silvia Moreno Garcia as an author. Both really incredible books. Absolutely love them. Currently, I actually just started a book last night, and I was really having like a tough time because I feel like I've read 4 books for Latine Heritage Month so far. It's only September 22nd. I've read 4 books. And 3 of them were just very meh. Did not like them. It wasn't even that they were bad books, it's just like they were not books for me as a reader. And so I've been feeling a little bit like discouraged, and you know, especially with like the lack of certain books that I've been looking for by Latina authors. Like I've been really on the hunt for some good, like not like traditional, but you know what I mean, like semi-high fantasy, in that sort of arena type of books from Latina authors, and they are just not getting published. And so that's been really frustrating for me lately because I really want to read a fantasy book, but the only ones that I can find are like either they are like self-published or they're YA or they're middle grade. And like, not to say anything about self-publishing, it's just like I need to have books that I can get from my library, and I can't get these self-published books from my library. So we're kind of struggling at the moment, but instead I decided to go towards romance because I always love a romance. And I ended up picking up Sammy Espinosa's Last Review by Taylor K. Mejia, and I'm really liking it so far. It is an adult romance, which is really exciting because every time, I don't know why, every time I saw this cover, and it might have been because like the author I know, they write YA books, so that could have been the reason why, but every time I would see this cover I thought it was YA, but it's actually adult, so I'm super excited about that. Also, Emily Henry blurbed it on the cover, which is like a very good sign. And this one is really interesting. It's about this like music journalist, critic sort of person, and she is having like a rocky time with her job. It's not going well for her, and so she ends up going back to like her hometown-ish sort of thing, or I guess like her dad's hometown or whatever. And when she's there, she ends up running into this like musician who used to be in a band, and the rumor is going around that they want to go solo, and so they kind of like cross paths, and I'm really excited to see where this is gonna go. I'm only 18% of the way through, so still very early days, but I am really excited to see what ends up happening with this book because it sounds really good and it sounds really interesting, and I haven't read a book that kind of like centers music in a while, so that's very exciting. I did also borrow a few other Latina books just because I'm like, I don't really know where to go, but we will see if I end up even getting to those at some point. But yeah, I feel like those are all the updates for now. I don't want to make this clip too long. I think we're gonna go to Old Navy. My mom and my brother just went to the gym. Today is my off day. I have to have at least one off day every week of like where I do not go to the gym. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes I go to the gym every single day of the week, but I like to have at least one off day where I can just like chill out, relax. I don't have to go and work out. Hey everyone, so today is Tuesday. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I actually finished a book last night. I ended up finishing Sammy Espinosa's Last Review by Taylor K. Mejia, and this is an adult romance. I believe that the last update that I did, I was feeling pretty optimistic about this book, and now that I've finished it, I don't really have those same feelings anymore, unfortunately. Like I've said before, this Latine Heritage Month has just not been the greatest in terms of like me finding books that I'm enjoying. And this one was just unfortunately no exception. I did write a little bit, like a really short review on Goodreads, mainly just so I could like kind of remember some of my thoughts about it. But I felt like this one had like so much potential, and I'm really, really bummed that I ended up not liking it. I just think that this book would have been a lot better if it had kind of gone the more like literary fiction light road instead of being an adult romance. I feel like if it had been similar to, say, like Adelaide, I love that book, I think that it would have been a lot better than trying to shoehorn this like very mediocre and boring romance into coming to fruition. You know what I mean? Because like I just felt like this romance, this couple, did not have any good chemistry, and I felt like the love interest was just not very strong and not very interesting and had very little personality of his own. And at the end of the day, I felt like he was kind of more of a plot device than anything else. So I just feel like if this had been more of like a coming of age sort of story, it would have fit better. And there was also so many like depressing and sad things happening one right after the other. And I was just like, this is getting a little gratuitous. You know what I mean? Like, especially for a romance. Like, I love a romance where like maybe something bad happens, or like maybe there are some like more depressing themes. But I feel like it just got to a point where I'm like, this is a little, like, this is almost a parody at this point. This is a little too much. And you know me, I love like an Emily Henry, like beach read, sad, like I cry when I read beach read, and you know, it's not necessarily like a sad book, but it has like very like moving and emotional parts to it, but it's not depressing. Like this book was genuinely depressing and like sad and just a big bummer. So unfortunately I did not like this book, and I'm sure I'll talk about it more in my wrap up, but yeah, it just did not work for me. But yeah, I feel like I'm really running out of books that are available to me that are going to like be something that I will enjoy. You know what I mean? Like there are plenty of books, but it's just like most of them are ones that like I'm not very interested in. So it's a little difficult to find something to read at the moment, especially for if like we're sticking to Latine authors. It's getting a little hard. So and I think I've already read what, like 5 books for Latine Heritage Month already, and we're only not even halfway through, so I might have to cut it a little short, possibly, just depending on what I can find. Also, today is the release day for Intermezzo by Sally Rooney, which I'm really, really excited about. Unfortunately, I do not have a copy of Intermezzo, and I don't have like an audiobook or anything like that, so I am gonna have to wait, I think. I did put in a hold on Libby for the audiobook and also for the ebook, but those are pretty packed. Like the holds list is really long. So best case scenario, I get it in like a few months. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, unfortunately, I did email the publisher like months ago and never heard back from them, and I'm really bummed about that, but whatever. Still a little bit in denial that I didn't get an ARC or anything like that, but it's okay. And yeah, I feel like that's everything I have to talk about right now. I'm wearing my cute little Old Navy sweatshirt that I love. It says Hopeless Romantic, and I liked it, and I thought that, you know, I love to read romance, so I figured it was a cute little sweatshirt. I feel like my hair looks like absolutely insane. I think I need a haircut or something, because like, why does it look like that? It looks like a wig right? Like it looks actually insane right now. I think it's just because it's all kind of like sticking together, so it just kind of looks like it's like molded together. I need to stop doing the curls all in the same direction on both sides because it just ends up looking crazy. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, and maybe I'll bring you guys along with me to plan it later when we go work out. It was really busy yesterday, so I couldn't really film anything. So fingers crossed it's not quite as busy today. So it is later at night. We got home from the gym and I ate some dinner, we watched some baseball, and now I'm just hanging out in my bed, just chilling, wearing my sweatshirt. I also did my skincare already, so I think my skin looks pretty good. I have been kind of like not being super on top of my skincare lately, as you can probably see, especially after I go to the gym. I know it's horrible, but I've just been like so lazy about it. So I am about to go to bed, but I was reading a little bit of Until August by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And he wrote one of my favorite books of all time that I first read in senior year of high school, and that is Love in the Time of Cholera. And I love that book so much. And the publisher actually sent me this, and I can't remember who published this. It was probably Penguin Random House or somebody, I don't know. Oh wait, here we go. Oh, it was Alfred A. Knopf Publishers. So they sent this to me, and I'm currently 35 pages through this. It's very small, like as you can see, super tiny, super fast and easy to get through. I'm really liking it. The prose is absolutely phenomenal, just breathtaking, as it should be and as it always will be. I'm obviously really loving this book. I'm definitely going to read more of it tomorrow, and I think I will take you guys along with me tomorrow because I am going to go down and hang out and possibly do something fun. We'll definitely go to Planet Fitness. We might go to Target. We'll see what ends up happening. I had a good day today, very productive. I had a good time at Planet Fitness as well. It was pretty busy, but not as busy as it was yesterday, thankfully. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. This is my outfit. Wearing my Hopeless Romantic sweatshirt again. Pair of jeans, my hat, and yeah, no makeup because I'm gonna go work out anyway, so why put makeup on? And yeah, that's the entire fit. Looks good, at least to me. Got out of Planet, and I'm drinking a coffee that I got before we went to the gym because I needed a coffee, and I just put the rest of it in my little tumbler. We're just hanging out. We are getting some pizza from Costco, which is nice. Super hungry now that I've worked out. I did some walking, I did some lifting. It was a good little workout. And yeah, I'm still reading Until August by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, which I'm loving. And yeah, just like figured I would do a little update because I feel like I haven't been vlogging a lot today. We also went to Target, and I was going to vlog, but then we didn't find Intermezzo, so I ended up not vlogging because I was only going to do it if I had found that book. And yeah, that's about it. That's all the updates I have. Gonna enjoy my coffee while my brother go grab some pizza. So yeah, and it's a beautiful day. It actually ended up clearing up really nicely. Look at how cute these are. Look at the pink ghosts. They're so cute. I want these.
pillows. These are too cute. I don't even know which one I would choose. Maybe this one.
Hey everyone, so it is Sunday and the end of my vlog, and I figured that I would just kind of give you all a little book update, a little bit of a reading update, and kind of like what I've been doing in the past few days. So you guys saw yesterday that we did a walk for the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention, and it was a really great time, and I'm really glad that we ended up going. It was just like a really chill, like 2-mile walk from the beach all the way onto the UCSB campus. So that went really well, and it was early in the morning, so we kind of had like the rest of the day just to hang out. We also ended up getting In-N-Out, which I totally forgot to vlog any of that because I was so hungry after that walk that I just like immediately started eating my In-N-Out and didn't even think to film it at all. So unfortunately I don't have any clips from that. And then we got home and my brother and I went to work out at Planet Fitness. I ended up just doing a lot of the machines. I didn't really do any more cardio. And then we just kind of like hung out for the rest of the day, watched some college football, watched some baseball, and had some drinks, and it was fun. And then today I woke up and I had some breakfast, I took a shower, I got a coffee, which I've already finished. It's a National Coffee Day today, so I figured I would get myself a coffee, and it was so good. But yeah, I feel like that's everything that like I need to update you guys on, but I ended up finishing Oye by Melissa Mogollon, and I loved it so much. This might be one of my favorite books of the year, and it was so surprising to me because I had seen this book kind of around, just like floating around different, you know, book spaces online, and I was really intrigued, especially by the cover. I thought the cover was beautiful, and so I was like, you know what, it's written by a Latine author, specifically a Colombian author, which is really cool, and I just was like, you know what, let's pick this up. I need more books to read for Latine Heritage Month. And so I finally got my hold in from Libby, and I started the book without like really looking at like the synopsis or anything like that, and I ended up finding out that it follows an 18-year-old girl, and she lives at home with her mom and dad. Her older sister has gone off to college, and also their grandma lives with them as well. And so you have kind of like a few generations of people living in the same house, and she's really close to her grandma, and then her grandma ends up being diagnosed with cancer. And so a lot of this book revolves around the main character, the teenage girl, and her relationship with her sister and her mom and her grandma, and like family secrets and stuff like that. And all of that was like something that I knew that I was gonna like. I love family drama, I love family dynamics, and I was really excited about that. But then I realized as I started the audiobook that this book is basically all dialogue, and is told through phone conversations between the main character and her sister that's away at college. And so that was kind of like a format that I was like really intrigued to see how I would enjoy it or if it would work for me, and it really did. I loved this main character. She was so fresh and so interesting and so like spunky and had such a strong personality, and she was also really funny. Like, this book was hilarious. It was, of course, heart-wrenching and heartbreaking and had like a lot of like emotional components to it, but it was also so freaking hilarious. Just like the humor, the family dynamics were just too funny and like so relatable, and I just really loved it. However, of course, I will say content warnings for like cancer and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I really loved this book. The writing was so incredibly, just like, it really grabs you, and it's really so engaging. Like, you really do feel like you know these people and you know this family, and I just wanted this audiobook to continue on for like hours and hours and hours. I wanted to know so much more about these characters and to hear so much more about their lives and like to find out what happens. But I get it, obviously, like, a book has to end, but I really love these characters. I love the storytelling, and if you have a chance to pick up this book, I highly recommend that you do that. It is so good. I would not be this adamant in recommending it to everybody if I didn't truly believe that this is such an incredible book. So yeah, it is actually like the end of September, which means that I have to do a wrap up soon, which I'm not really sure how I want to format this wrap up. I think usually I will do sort of like a half-month wrap up, and then I will do my Latine Heritage Month wrap up, and then I will do another half wrap up. But I'm also not sure if I just want to do like a part 1, part 2 situation. So maybe I'll have to think about that. Maybe I could do some like crowdsourcing on opinions about that. But like, I also have, I think, around 10 books so far that I need to review for my wrap up, so we'll see how that ends up working out. I think that that's everything that I want to talk about for this vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's kind of like a quick turnaround from the last vlog I posted to this vlog. I had meant to film another video, and then time just got away from me. I was doing a lot of cleaning, as I always do, and I also had to like color my hair, I had to wash it, and you know, all this kind of stuff, and so it just kind of kept piling up on me. And then I ended up going down one of the days and, you know, hanging out with my brother at school and, you know, whatever. So it just never really ended up working out for me. So I definitely want to film like a sit down and talk video. I have a few topics kind of like swirling around in my head, but we'll see what I end up falling on. But yeah, I feel like that's everything that I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, Storygraph, TikTok. All the links are me down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!